Hey everyone, Myra Golden. Working in a call center is one of the most challenging jobs you can have. I read a stat years ago that said the stress level of a contact center representative is up there with the stress level of an air traffic controller. The stress level of being a contact center agent is as stressful as working air traffic control. That probably does not surprise you. Why is it such a challenge? Well, there's the heavy call volumes, there's managing multiple contact channels, there's the difficult customers, and then there's the AHT timer. That clock never stops ticking. What if I told you that there is a science-backed way to handle calls faster, to handle them faster without cutting corners? Here are 7 mind control tricks to reduce your AHT. Tip number 1, activate the authority circuit. Projection matters. How you project, in other words, how you show up on the phone call. And that's everything from the first impression to the tone of your voice to the words you choose. The way you show up and project yourself can make a positive difference, or it can set you up for failure. When you project yourself as calm and credible and confident and ready to serve, ready to support, your customer's brain actually relaxes. It relaxes. They are less talkative, less argumentative, they are less difficult, and they are better positioned. In fact, they are best positioned to follow your lead based on the way you project yourself, based on the way you show up. Here's an example of how to project and show up in such a way that makes customers calm down. Imagine a customer calls upset about a billing error. Instead of diving into their frustration, I want you to start with, "Hi, I see this charge is causing some concern. I'm here to make sense of it for you and get it resolved." Here's why this tip works. The tone says, "I've got this," which activates their trust network in their brain and makes them more willing to calm down a bit and follow your lead. When customers vent or tell you a long, drawn out story, time just slips away, and before you know it, you've lost control of the call. Your average handle time is going through the roof. In these scenarios, closed-ended questions are your secret weapon. Now, a closed-ended question is a question that can be answered in one word or with a series of numbers. For example, "Do you like pizza?" is a closed-ended question. It's going to be answered yes or no. But if you say, "What would you like for dinner?" If you've ever asked your partner or a friend or a coworker, "Where should we go for lunch?" you know how long that can work. So we're going to shut things down with customers, or maybe shut down is too harsh. We are going to control. That's the word we'll use. We're going to control the conversation by strategically using closed-ended questions. Here are 3 examples of closed-ended questions. Is the device plugged in? Can you confirm the account number? Have you tried restarting the app? These quick, precise questions activate the brain's task-focused network. The result? You get the answers you need and you get them fast. People love feeling smart, and your customers are no exception. When you make your customer feel smart, you make them feel good. And when they are feeling smart and good, you are engaging something in the brain that begins to calm them down. You make them a part of the solution. So instead of saying to your customer, let me fix this for you, or I will take care of this, and there's nothing intrinsically wrong with those statements. But instead of those statements, I want you to make your customer feel smart by saying something like, here's something we can try together. Can you reset the modem and tell me if the light changes? Here's why this tip works. It activates the problem-solving brain, turning frustration into cooperation. Dealing with emotional customers. I know you are, and I know it is difficult to deal with a person who is emotional and they're caught up in the emotional right brain. You can quickly shift your emotional customers out of the right brain and transfer them to the logical, more rational, the far more calm left brain by using a tool called reframing. Here's an example. Instead of saying, calm down, I want you to try, I realize this is frustrating. Let's break this down step by step so we can solve it together. This works because you are acknowledging your customer's emotions, their feelings, and then you are redirecting them toward a solution. Empathy is not just kind, and it is kind, but empathy is so much bigger than that. When you convey empathy to a customer, or to anyone for that matter, when you convey empathy, what you're doing is releasing in the other person's brain oxytocin. Empathy is chemical. When you release oxytocin in the other person's brain, what you've just done is fostered trust because oxytocin is the trust hormone. A simple, I realize how frustrating this entire thing has been for you. When you say something that simple, you are fostering a sense of trust with your customer. Other customers have tried this fix and found it worked. Let's see if it works for you. Oxytocin hits and cooperation follows. Positive words equal positive vibes. Now, what do I mean by that? When you use more positive verbiage with your customers, whether that is on the phone, a chat, or in person, when you use positive words, you are setting the tone, you are setting the vibe to be positive. And if you use a negative word like no or but or unfortunately, and unfortunately is a big one, so we'll take that one. When you use a negative word, you are setting yourself up for a negative vibration. So here's how we swap that out. Instead of saying, unfortunately, the system is down, I want you to say instead, good news. Our team's already working on the issue. I'll make sure you're updated as soon as it's resolved. You keep the mood, the tone of the call upbeat, and then you are encouraging faster and friendlier interactions. Your brain mirrors your mindset. Your brain is going to do what it thinks you want it to do. So here's what I want you to do. Take 5 seconds, just 5 seconds, and do a mental reset. Close your eyes, take a deep breath in, and think, I'm here to help. This 5 second ritual is going to calm your stress response. You're going to feel and be sharper, you'll be faster, and you will be more in control. And that's it. Your ethical guide to lowering your AHT, your average handle time, and doing it in such a way that you are still friendly, you are still supporting, you're not rushing, you are just doing your thing and doing it a bit faster. If you have some tips, some tactics, some hacks for lowering your average handle time, I would love to hear them. Meet me in the comments and share what works for you, and then we can get the conversation going and help each other. Be sure to like this video if I helped you today. And if you're not already a part of my community, be sure to subscribe to my channel. All right, I'll see you next time.